Hello, my name is Geo and this is my first ever gaming review. The game that we will be reviewing today is called Eden Eternal, a fun little MMORPG that just came out. Eden Eternal, unlike many other MMORPGs, has a unique class system. Like this. Here, let me show you. Class system, you could actually change to any class you want as long as you unlock them. That's awesome and everything, but there are some bad things about this system, such as the fact that some classes don't even make sense. I mean, when you look at Warrior, you could see the connection between Warrior and Knight, and then Templar, of course you're going to need a Cleric for that. Hello, that's holy. Clerics have been known to be holy in a way. So like the priest of this game. Then we have Thief, Martial Artist. Wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. How does someone with knives, daggers, and swords go into using their fist? Something wrong here. I could understand if they had, like, I don't know, claws. I mean, that would make a lot more sense. And they change the class to, I don't know, ninja, or something like that. Something along those lines. But no. It's just martial artist, and they use a freaking fist. Not even two, just one, I believe. And then we have Blade Dancer, the one most associated with Thief. But guess what? You need to have a level 45 Bard to get to it. But what's the point of Thief then? If you only need a Bard, then who even cares about Thief? That way they make the class useless. They make Thief useless. What the hell? Then we go to Hunter. I could see the connection between Hunter and Ranger, but Engineer, I'm a little bit fuzzy on that one. Usually engineers have to do with, building up stuff, creating, demolishing, things like that, of that nature. Also fixing, and everything like that. They also deal with electricity and everything like that. Everything on that basis, but how are they? I don't see the connection here. How does a hunter go to an engineer? So what? If I want to get a job now, I have to go and be a hunter and an engineer. Okay. Ranger, I can understand that. Hello, how many times has Ranger been used anyway? So whatever. Here, clerics to bard. Okay. First of all, I don't understand how Cleric went into the music business. Wasn't he supposed to be teaching those kids in that Catholic church? No. And then they go to Shaman. Well, whatever. I could see the connection between Cleric and Shaman. I mean, you don't even need Bard for him? Fail. Magician, Illusionist, and Warlock. Yeah, that's probably the only... That and Knights are the only classes that actually make sense. Or the only tires that make sense. Alright, in this game, you don't get to pick your equipment. Basically, what you pick is an outfit, and then you just customize it with dyes. But it's annoying though. You know why? Because you barely get any dyes. And by that, I mean, any dye you do get, they're either level 20 and they have like this specific level requirement that says level 20 and lower, and things like that, of that nature, which is very annoying, since by the time you realize you could use it, you're already high above that level. But there are some dyes which are free base, which you can use it for any, with any level. But it doesn't really matter. You're only changing the color. It's still the same goddamn uniform. Unless you go here in outfits and change them. But it's still the same goddamn uniform. Yes, your equipment doesn't do crap to your uniform, except maybe your hat. Because if you take off your hat, I believe... Wait, watch. If you take off your hat... See? It takes it off as well. Interesting. But still, nevertheless, that is very annoying. Why the hell would you have this beautiful armor? Is it just for looks? No, because I don't see that. No. I guess it's just for stats, but still. The only way you could actually look good is by actually adding any body accessory or anything and things like that. You know what I mean. You gotta actually cash in this game to look decent. While in other games, your armor actually looks a little bit decent, even if it looks ugly sometimes. I mean, there's some decent armors in games like Fliff, which is, you know, generic and mainstream. Aside from that, the game is very fun. You don't get to edit your stats, which I find lame. I mean, it's funny when you edit your stats, right? You decide where you're going. Isn't that the whole purpose of these games? No. Oh, another thing. That's one of my pet peeves right here. You can't jump. Your jump feature is useless for one. See? Useless. What the hell do you have a jump there if you're not gonna freaking use it? Why? You can't jump over here. No. It's a freaking round. Dude, even in Pokemon, you could just jump over it. You can't jump. You can't go the other way around, but still, you can jump over it. You can't just go like this. Because I mean, if Pokemon takes this to mind and actually incorporates it into their games, why shouldn't this game? See? Did I just get no? Here, can't do that. No, can't get up. I can understand that. But then the reason that you can't get down, what's the reason for that? Don't understand. Whatever. Anyway, another thing here. These aren't your real. This isn't your real crit rate. You would expect it to be, but it's not. There's something wrong here. So wait, my crit rate isn't 172.94. It's only 15.53. Someone shoot me. No, seriously? Oh, and your crit damage? Oh, okay. I guess that's the only true thing here. Your accuracy is actually 16.22. So what? That's... I come to see that as low. That's very low, in my opinion, but whatever. Yes, you don't even have your percentage of your stats. You don't even see your goddamn HP here. You have to go and click all over there. All the way over freaking there just to see your HP. When it should have already numbers there labeled. Why? Why go through all the trouble? The only thing that's actually very customizable is the swords. I guess they're okay. I mean, this one right here, Bloodbath Katana, that gives me such a fun time. I mean, Bloodbath Katana. What are you gonna do tonight? I'm gonna go with my Bloodbath Katana and kill some monsters. Have fun, you serial killer. And anyway, aside from that, the game's fun and everything, and it's childish. You could have some nostalgic views about it. It feels a lot like Fliff, mixed with a whole bunch of other games, but that doesn't necessarily work. There's this certificate system, which is awesome if I do say so myself. You could actually change them from class to class. See right here, this is a warrior certificate, and right here, this is a freaking, you know, cleric certificate. I didn't do mage. I hate mages. And Lilty keeps spamming me. God damn it. Whatever. Aside from that, there are other things you might like in this game. One second. There you go. One of the things you're gonna love is the fact that you can use these items to craft weapons. That's amazing. I mean, crafting, you could farm items, you could craft, and you can do so much more. But there's another downside to this. You get 2 items each, and sometimes you only get 1 or 0, which is very lame. But I guess that not everything can be successful. Here, this is the crappiest inventory system I've ever freaking seen. What did they do? It's so crappy. I'm serious. Anyway, the hit detection rate is off by a lot. Sometimes you walk by a monster and they just, you know, they shrug you off. But other times you walk by the same monster and they freaking chase you across the map. The game is relentless. Each freaking map, except maybe the first 2 or 3, are filled with aggros. How are we supposed to 1v1 within a map filled with aggros? See, you see this? This is 3 right here. anyone here, any noob here would die. Any new player would die. It would be slaughtered, raped, whatever. Yeah, all the maps are freaking aggros. The dungeons are hell. You go to the dungeons that are 10 levels lower than you, and you will be slaughtered, murdered, and raped several times. I mean, it gives you a lot of laughs, but still, it pisses you off eventually. Anyway, aside from that, the monsters are very cute. I gotta admit that. They're cute. I like that. The characters are cute. You can scroll around like this. So you can see his face, barely, but still. It looks a little bit painted up, but whatever. It's not what you would come to expect from the modern times, you know. But whatever. Here we go. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, guess what? You know how those generic abilities and things like that, not abilities, but you know, like waves and things like that, your emoticons. We don't have emoticons in this game. We have this. They're like emoticons, but not exactly. You know, the ones that you could do on your chat and things like that. But never mind. You don't have that. You just have these little emotions and ways that you move about. But yeah, they're hilarious. I mean, he's getting ready to deep throat right now. At this point, why is he? So he's a snitch now. Oh, he's ready to take it up. Yep, he's ready to take it up. What? Anyway, aside from that, you get a cute little pet in the beginning, and then you also get a llama at, well, an alpaca at level 30, I believe. But yeah, still, it's not worth it. The alpaca goes slower than a freaking thief's gallop. It has 15% movement speed, or whatever, and this has move speed 30%. Move speed? Really? Really? Why not just rate of movement or movement rate? No, I would like it a lot better. Okay, the city is your only freaking safe place, and even here you can summon monsters. What the freak? Why would you summon a monster in a city? Oh, that's right, it's the only safe place. Why not just make less, you know, just make the map only aggro on some parts and not the whole freaking thing? What? No? Oh, okay. The monsters are very close together, meaning they could gain you, which is lame. Any new player here would die instantly. And you might think the monsters hit low at this point, but no, they don't. Not only that, for a Grindfest game, you have to be killing monsters 3 levels ahead of you at least for you to be getting the proper experience. In this game, if you kill a monster 3 levels ahead of you, you'll be raped to death. Oh, here. The NPCs are very cute, and they have their own proper story, and each quest, like every other game, has their own story, but I find that it's just something that we normally come to see. Whatever. The questing system is nice. I mean, you could, it takes you right to the quest, so you don't even have to lift a finger. Just go here, just go to the quest, and just splat, and click that. Left click that, and there, you're gone. But I guess that's pretty much it. And I have nothing else to really say about this except for maybe the fact that sometimes when you cast the skills, it doesn't even work, and then there's this little magnifying glass as well, which also interferes. The graphics look a little bit choppy, and they could be reinforced, but it still adds nostalgia to us, you know, gamers. But anyway, aside from that, that concludes my segment on Eden Eternal, and this is my first review. Comment, rate, subscribe, I don't really care. This is Geo, signing off.